Nailed it. Hey, small group leaders, this is literally like my 20th take, but we're gonna keep going. It's gonna be great. This will be the one. So welcome to week 4 of At the Movies. Excited that you're here with us. We're learning about wisdom and being a wise friend this week, and we're using the movie Zootopia. And you've got 2 group games this week to choose from. Don't feel like you have to do both. Pick one that you think will work well with your group, and if you have extra time, do the second one, but no biggie if not. The first game is simple. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take one student, they're gonna sit at the front of the group, and you're gonna have the rest of the students who are lined up behind them, and they're gonna say a phrase. Now, the phrase they gave us is, "I'm your friend." But you can use anything as long as it's relating to friendship or wisdom or something along those lines, or being a wise friend and making the wise choice. And once they've said that phrase, you're gonna take all of your group, you're gonna mix them up and shuffle them up quietly. They shouldn't be able to hear them. And then that way, when the person turns around, they can't just say, okay, I was the person at the front of the line that I heard. But that way, as soon as you go ahead and have them say that phrase, you'll shuffle them up, the person will turn around, and they have to pick which person they said the phrase. And really the way this ties in is we're talking about be careful what voices you listen to. Make sure you have wise friends who can pour and say wise things into your life. Now, once you've done that game, or assuming you start with this game, you can also do our second game, which is where you're gonna take pieces of paper that'll be in your box. You're gonna write the students' names on those pieces of paper, and once you've done that, you're gonna crumple all those pieces into a ball. You're gonna stick them all in a little bucket or in front of your group, and then you are going to actually take a couple of blank pieces of paper as well and stick them all in this giant pile. And then you'll go around your group one by one and have them each pick out one name or one thing, just one piece of paper, and they're gonna unfold it. If it's blank, they're gonna say the Bible verse with the whole group, and we'll have a Bible provided so they can read from that. If it's not blank and it's got someone's name, then they will pair up with that person, they will say the verse together, and then they will go back to the large group once they're done. This is just a simple activity to help reinforce the Bible verse and to also help the students kind of form those connections. What I love about this game is some students who have never talked together before will actually have to for this game, and they might make connections. So don't be afraid to go ahead. If they have someone else and they're like, I want to be with that person, we'll just say, well, this is the name that you picked. Go ahead and be with them and give them a chance. That way, they can go ahead and meet some new friends. I'm excited for how these groups are going to work. Thank you again for leading so well. One leadership tip for this week that I think is so important: make sure you're praying for your students, even if you don't know them all by name, and that's okay. Even if you don't know them yet by name, you can go ahead and make sure that you are, sorry, I just had a 20% battery, but we're going to keep rolling. Even if you don't know them all by name, you can go ahead and you can be intentional in praying for them and praying that God would already prepare their hearts for all that he wants to do this week. And really, that'll take your teachings from just something that's good teaching to something that's God teaching. So make sure you're praying yourself up, and you're praying your students up. I know I'm praying for you guys and believing just that God's going to work through you this weekend. Thank you for all that you do. I'm already 3 minutes in, so I'm going to shut it down. But have an amazing, amazing weekend, and we will catch you this Sunday.